I mean, I don't want to say much about it. I don't really. Of course, I didn't grow up with watching WWE. I came to wrestling rather late, with 18, 19. I started to watch WWE regularly at that point, so quite late. But I don't know. They've dominated the wrestling scene for such a long time. If they get sold and nothing good comes off that, I mean, I don't. It's interesting. I have no idea what's gonna happen,
Right.
But then at the same time, as I started to really get into the business and be out here in Japan, it really what happens in WWE is not very relevant to me at this
Mm-hmm.
point right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, especially as we talked before, because Stardom is just so strong right now. And I can imagine that even a lot of people in maybe even in the WWE in the women's division would like to come to Stardom. I mean, this sounds crazy maybe to some people, but then hey, we do have Mercedes come in. She
Yes.
always wanted to come to Stardom
Yeah.
to Japan. But now she is kind of. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but she's kind of in Stardom now, or at least close to that.
Mm-hmm.
So and I've seen people tweet out, people who are working for the WWE. I've seen them tweet out, hey, my dream match is with Julia from Stardom. So all of this is not, it's not that crazy actually. And for me personally, I mean, obviously the WWE is used to, I'm gonna say used to, be the biggest thing out there,
Yeah.
producing the best wrestling there was. But for me personally, it was, I don't want to say never ever, but I'm more of a, I need to express myself, and the WWE is not necessarily known for letting people, have creative freedom.
Yeah.
So
We'll have to wait and
like
see.
that. Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
And
No.
let's see what happens.
Yeah, because I agree with you that for so long the WWE was the be all end all. But like last night, as I'm sitting on my computer and all this is happening in front of my eyes, I'm like, oh, I'm going through like the stages of grief and happiness and sadness. I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah,
terrible. But this is good for everybody else. Well, this is terrible for them. And it comes down to it. We really believe that yes, at one point, if this was happening, and the WWE was being sold and all this stuff was happening, it'd be like, oh no, the wrestling world's over. But it's not, because you have so many other avenues with
yeah,
New Japan, Stardom, Tokyo Joshi. You have
yeah,
AEW, Impact,
yeah,
NWA, MLW, Progress. I could keep WXW. I could keep going on and on and on and on. There are places to go. The business is not going to die.
no, it's
It's
not.
not the end of the world. It would be a sad end to a great run. But guess what? Sometimes in life, the end must come. We all must pay the piper sometimes, and this might be it. And that's okay with me, because still, as we talked about, Mercedes inside Stardom is something I don't think anyone would have predicted. We all have
No.
pipe dreams, we all have fantasy matches in our brains, and those are just fantasies. But yet, here we are on February 18th, Battle in the Valley. The championship is on the line.